ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The intended receiver there, Allen. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now it's Rosen looking. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Dancing away at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an out. And his first carry, he loses the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play action now. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that trims the lead down to 9. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Now he's forced out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Johnson. Oh, look at that. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
12, 12, 12.
A first down throw here for Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, hey, hey. Everyone's got four down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Sturgis able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
3 down. Check it backer, check it backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Rivers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. 23 yards on the play. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. And they'll give it to him here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
White.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On play action, Rosen. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this throw will be intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The son Reddick not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Load it! Load it! Hey, Delta!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
12. Wait!
On play action, Rivers. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play action here with Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Now it's Rosen. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Rivers going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On third down, it's Johnson. Spins by. And then he goes with a juke. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They try the left side with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Lucky 56.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Jones. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Cards, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy,